everybody, and welcome back to Coffee and Lore. I am so excited to be with you guys today. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. As you guys can see, we got some changes going on. A little bit of a different setup, some lighting upgrade that was much needed, as well as we have a special guest today in Sir Kalgrave Ironguard.
Greetings, peasants! Readers!
And readers we are. This week we read Philippa Gregory's The Taming of the Queen. Now, if you're not familiar with Philippa Gregory, you should get familiar because she is fantastic. And a lot of famous shows that are out right now are based loosely off of her books, like Netflix's Reign and Starz's The Spanish Princess. So you guessed it. She writes historical fiction as well as like a historical romance, and you guys know that is my favorite genre. I've been reading that genre my whole life, and it will probably never change as far as being my favorite. But what is The Taming of the Queen about? Well, it is about Katharine Parr, the last wife of Henry VIII. As you guys know, Henry VIII had a lot of wives. His first wife was the Catholic Princess of Spain, Catherine Aragon. And then, of course, there was, that whole Anne Boleyn situation. Yeah. And, when he marries Katharine Parr, he is not the king that he once was. He wasn't the boy king that was, so handsome and strong and tall. Well, he had gotten kind of old.
And fat.
And he had infections in his legs that leaked pus, and he wasn't attractive anymore. And Katharine Parr, well, she was twice widowed herself. So this really was a marriage about the country of England. Katharine Parr had a lover when she met Henry VIII. She didn't want to get married, but who says no to a king? But during her time as queen, she did a lot of amazing things that made her very famous, even though she's not the most known of Henry VIII's wife. So she was very into religious reform and brought the religion in England a lot closer to what it is now with the Church of England. So definitely pick up The Taming of the Queen. I give it 8 out of 10 stars. I probably would have given it 9 or 10, except for the fact that it does get a little dreary and dull and tiresome in a few points, because there's so many characters that I'm not familiar with, people that were around Henry VIII at that time, as well as the different reforms that the religion was going through. But from what I can see in the research I've done, really historically accurate. So 8 out of 10 on The Taming of the Queen. So what's coming up for Coffee and Lore? Well, I have a video next week for you guys on the new Black Dagger Brotherhood book. It is spicy. Y'all know I love the Black Dagger Brotherhood. Well, I read A Caldwell Christmas. Blaylock and Quinn are goals. They are my favorite Black Dagger Brotherhood couple. And I was so happy to see that J.R. Ward really stuck with those main characters, because yes, I love all the new characters that keep getting added, but those core brothers and in the pre-trans from the first few books, they're my favorites, and they always will be. So I was really excited to see them revisited and how they've morphed with their families, particularly Zadist and his family situation. I just really enjoyed it, and I can't wait. Next week we're going to get really into the Black Dagger Brotherhood and the newest A Caldwell Christmas. With that, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, an amazing week next week, and thank you so much for watching. What are you guys reading?